All right, cool. So, okay. So right now this site is basically trading view, right? Earlier we did our basic session in harmonic scanner, right? But now we have moved into a different site called trading view, which is a bit advanced, right? Don't worry, I will go through trading view everything. So we go to the very basics, right? Not like in harmonic scanner, we have the currency pairs to our right side, right? If you don't get it here, the first icon, the watch list, when you click it, you get some pairs, right? And if you don't find any pair what you want, you can just go to add symbol and just type simply like with URUSD. You type it, and the very first thing what you get, just click it and you get the chart, right? Now in trading view, no one is going to help you, right? What I mean is now in harmonic scanner, it tells you where to, guys, is it lagging? Can you guys hear me or is it lagging? Little bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, so in harmonic scanner, it gives you the entry points, it gives you the take profits, it gives the stop loss, but in trading, no one is going to help you. No one is going to tell you this is the place to enter. Guys, don't join my screen. I need to off and disable partition. Just 1 second. Okay. So in trading view, no one is going to tell you where to enter, where to keep your stop loss, or where to take profit. No one's going to tell you that. So you have to figure it by your own, right? So I'm just going to put right here just trend lines. Okay. Now, what you do in trading view is basically you do your own analysis. You figure out your own entries, you figure out your own take profits, you figure out your own stop losses. So, okay. So for this, you can't, like, you can't say this is going to be the perfect entry. The market's going to go up right now. The market's going to go down right now. You can't tell it, right? So with a blank chart like this, you can't obviously say it. So what you're going to do is you're going to use some certain tools that's going to help you figure out whether it's going to go for a buy or a sell or whatever the market's going to do. So the first two tools, what I'm going to go through is trend lines and support and resistance lines, which is like which are like the basic tools, the most basic tools that's going to help you, make some good profit. So the very first tool is trend lines. I'm going to go with trend lines first. Okay. What I'm going to do is here you can find the toolbar. The second category, first tool, trend line, draw it, right? You draw it diagonal. When it comes to trend lines, where is that? I deleted it. Okay. I just quickly put it. When it comes to trend lines, there are 3 types of trend lines. One is upper trend. One is lower trend or downtrend. And you have the sideways trend. So these are the 3 types of trend lines. So first of all, I'll go through upper trend. Upper trend means basically the market is going up. Now, what is the meaning of trend? The normal definition of trend, just forget about the trading thing. The normal definition of trend means something, repeating, right? If a new, let's say, how to say, okay, something new comes up, right? And everybody started doing it. The same thing is going to repeat again and again, again and again. That's what you call a trend. The same thing is going to happen here, right? If the market starts going up, it's going to go in the same way, right? Same way, just like this. So it's going in a trend. So this is going up, so you call it upper trend, right? Okay. So let me show you a picture to make it more easy for you all. Okay. So this is an upper trend. In an upper trend, you can see the market is moving in the same way. The same way. You can see 2 trend lines. the black color lines, those are called the trend lines, right? Every time the market goes near that line, the market just turn back down, right? It's like a barrier. The market, that line is not letting the market to go beyond that area, right? Always acting like a barrier. So every time the market hit the line, it just reverses back down. So both of these lines are acting as two really strong trend lines. So as a result, the market is always reversing to the opposite direction. So you can see the market went all the way up, right? And just reverse back down. Now in an upper trend, we have something called higher highs and higher lows. The market is all about highs and lows, but specifically in an upper trend, you call it a higher high and higher low. So all the highs, all the high, where did it go? Okay. What happened? Right, just give me 1 second. Right here. Okay. So what was I saying? Okay. So market is all about highs and lows. So in upper trend, you have higher highs and higher lows. All the high points in this trend, you call it higher highs, and all the low points in this trend, you call it higher lows. Now I'm a person who doesn't go against the trend. So if there's always an upper trend, I always look for buys, right? In my basic session, I told you, if the word is related to going up, the market is going and an upper trend, or it's just going up. I told you we are going for a buy, right? Same thing what we do here. So if the market is going up, I'm going to focus on these green color trades where I'm going to enter the trade at my higher lows. So in an upper trend, you always enter for a trade in a higher low. You can catch the sales, you can go for these red color ones, but it's very risky, right? It's very risky. As a swing trader, I don't do that. So it's always better to be in the safe zone. So upper trend, focus on the buys, which are these green color lines, right? So that's the upper trend. And then we have the lower trend, right? We have the lower trend. Same thing, but this time the market is going down, right? Here we have lower highs and lower lows. So in this lower trend, the higher points, the highs, you call it lower highs, and the lows, you call it lower lows, because it's a lower trend. And in this trend, we look into the sells, not the buys, right? As I said earlier, I'm a person who doesn't go against the trend, so I will only focus on the red trades, right? The red color lines, not the green ones. But then again, you can trade on the green ones, but it's risky. So very simple. So let me just show you in the live market how this is going to happen. Right now I'm in my 4-hour chart. We keep it like that. Okay. Okay, the market in my screen right now, right? I see 4 trends, right? 4 trends. So let me just draw it and show you. I see one like this. 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 Right? Lower, upper, lower, upper. So let's just try drawing with the trend line tool. Okay. Now, when you're going to focus on this part, right? If you're going to draw your trend line, I'm going to start from this low, right? And I'm going to draw it all the way up. Now, the thing is, are you going to draw it right here? Or are you going to draw it right here? Or are you going to draw it right here? Or here, or where? The trend line comes perfect when it has a lot of touches, right? So for here, I get only 2 touches if I keep it right here. 1, 2, sorry. 1 and 2 only. But if I take it a bit up, I'm going to take it a bit up over here, right? Just going to take it a bit down, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 touches actually, 4 touches, right? So this is going to be my trend line. Now you can see the market is already rejecting, right? So this is definitely gonna go up. This is definitely gonna go up. Just with one tool I'm saying, right? So if we don't have confirmation, so we need to go through other tools and other confirmation and then confirm it. Just overall, I know the market is gonna go up now. Because every time the market came to this line, the market got rejected. Same thing here. Same thing here. Market got rejected, market got rejected, market got rejected, right? Here also the market broke it, retested back on the same trend line and reversed back up. That's how we draw a trend line. See, in this one, I can draw like two trend lines. There's no rule, okay? Now, earlier I showed you trend lines like this, right? But there's no rule that there should be two lines or the lines should be parallel to each other. The lines can be even like this or even like this or sometimes just one line, right? So there's no rule like that. But here I can draw the bottom line. So if I see one, I will definitely draw it, right? So I see one right here and I drew it. But here I don't think that I can draw one, but we'll just try. I can draw a small one. A really small one I can draw. Okay. And what about here? Okay. And again we have another one, right? Starting from this downtrend. Now see, okay, if I'm gonna draw like this, I'm only getting two touches. But if I'm gonna draw like this, right, it's not valid because it's not a trend line. But if I draw like this, right, see, it's a perfect one. It's a really good one. Why? 1, 2, right? We have 3 here, 4, 5, 6. So the more touches, right, it gives you more confirmations. I can try drawing a down one, but I don't think that will be so accurate. No, it's actually good. It's actually good. It's a good one. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, right? Shape. And if you're going to roll like this, or you can keep doing that for the rest of the graph. But we are focusing on the last part, right? Our today's session, I'm just going to teach you how to do trend lines. Tomorrow, I will tell you how to apply these trend lines, and the next tool, which I'm going to teach support and resistance line, how to analyze using that. Today, I'm just going to teach you how to draw it. Now you'll know how to draw trend lines. So are you okay with it? Can I know the chat box is clear for you before I'm moving to support and resistance lines? All good with trend lines? All good? If any question, just drop in the chat box, right? It's okay even if it's personal. Clear? Okay, cool. So let me just move into the next part. So trend lines now you know perfectly. Nothing big. Okay. I will delete everything. And now we'll move into support and resistance lines. We have resistance. And then we have support. Okay. There are another two names for these two, right? If anybody knows, just drop in the chat box. I'm pretty sure like most of the people might know, like almost everyone might. Just drop in the chat box. Let's see. Ceiling and floor. Okay, ceiling and floor, right? So resistance is ceiling and support is floor. Okay. In trend line, what happened was every time the market went and touched the line, it just got rejected. That's what happened in the trend line. Same thing here, but this time it's not going to be diagonal, it's going to be a straight line. I'm going to use this tool called horizontal line. I'm going to take it, just click it. We go all through the graph. It's the best thing. And this straight line is going to act as my barrier this time. Same concept. So we call these support and resistance lines. But what do you mean by resistance and what do you mean by support? What's the difference? Why two different names? We just go through it right now. Now okay, when I'm teaching this, I take an example, right? It's a very simple example. Some people might already know it, but that's the best example I can give you, right? So we just draw 3 support and resistance lines. Okay, so I have 3 lines. I'll put this as yellow, right? Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna draw a house here. I'm really bad at art. Don't judge. And I'm gonna draw another. No, okay. I'm gonna draw a person inside, right? Okay, cool. Now for this person, this white color line is gonna be the support, right? The support, the flow. It's the flow for him, right? He's standing on it. So that's gonna be the support for him, right? And this is gonna be the ceiling part, which is the resistance, right? So the yellow one is the resistance and the white one is the support. It's an R, okay. But let's say another person is living somewhere up here. Okay. Now for him, this yellow color line is gonna be support, which is the flow. And this white color line is gonna be the resistance. Now you can see the middle line. You can see the middle line. Here, it acted as resistance, but here, now it's acting as support. Same line in two different places acting as support and resistance. Right? Guys, when I was really into iMarket's lab, I really thought, you know, support and resistance lines are like two different lines. One is resistance and one is support, but it's actually the same line. Okay, don't get confused with it. So let me just show you in the live market. Okay, where am I going to start? Maybe I'll try something here. And we'll draw one right. Okay. So we have three support and resistance lines. Okay. Now I'm asking questions, you should answer me, right? What do you see here? Is it support or resistance? Just drop in the chat box. I want answers from everybody. How many people on call? 72 people on call. I need answers from everybody. Everybody is saying resistance. Are you sure? Okay. Okay. It's actually resistance. Why? The market went up, right? Market is going up and it just hit the line and dropped back down. So it's like the roof for the market, right? For to be support, the market should be like this. Support, the flow, the market is standing on that line. But here what happened was, is like the market just hit his head on this line, right? So it's going to be resistance. What is going to be here? What is going to be here? Is it resistance or support? All right, everybody's saying support. All right, just a few more questions I'll ask. What about here? Okay, everybody's saying resistance. Cool. So that's basically support and trend lines and support and resistance lines. By using only these two tools, you can actually get an overall idea what the market is going to do next. So now, as I told earlier, shit. Okay, let me just go through to another chart. Um, my net is really slow. Just 1 second, guys. What's happening here? Okay, now I will just delete this, and so don't get confused with this, guys. Actually, I call this trade from right here to here. So how did I know that? Just using support and resistance lines, you can actually tell it. Now you can see this. Okay, up with as yellow. You can see this yellow trend line. So here you can find this first touch, second one, right, and third one over here, and fourth one over here. So I knew when the market was right here, the market should drop, the market should reverse because it's on the trend line. So every time the market hit the trend line, the market will come down. There are times the market will break it. All right, I forgot to tell you this. Okay. In trend lines, if it has a lot of touches, that means the trend line is getting weaker. But in support and resistance lines, more touches, more stronger. Do you get it? If there's a lot of touches in a trend line, the line gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, right? But if the support and if there's a lot of touches in support and resistance lines, then it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay. Is that clear to everybody? Now see, now in this trade, how I call this sell, how I call this wholesale, right? It's almost 162 pips, right? What I do is I actually see this with the trend lines. Sorry, it's the support and resistance lines and trend lines. So I'm going to take my horizontal line. I'm going to keep it right here and see whether it's a good one. I'm going to keep it right here and see whether it's a good one. So if I go back to the past, I can see that the line is a really good support and resistance line. So I have the trend line, I have the support and resistance line, it crosses each other. So that means like the more strength in that area, so the market should definitely reverse. Right? That's how we get an overall idea. Okay, the call is recorded. Definitely, I'll be sending it to all the groups, so you can repeat that later, right? Okay. Okay, so that's basically it for the intermediate session, and I'm going to cover up candlesticks a bit. There are two parts in a candlestick. Can anyone tell what are the two parts in a candlestick? There are two parts in a candlestick. Guys, there are 72 on call. I'm getting very few answers. Okay, it's body and wick. Okay, it's body and wick. So I will just draw one simple line like this. Okay. We'll put it as y and I'll go to my rectangle. Okay, we just say that's a candlestick. Okay, so I have my body and I have my wick. Body means the flesh area, right? The body means the flesh area. And these lines, right? Shana should not answer. Okay, so these two lines are called the wicks. What do you mean by these wicks? This means the market, the body, it already went up to this level and came back down. Okay, that means this body, the flesh area, the market, the current market line, it already went up to this area, right? And the market slowly came back down. So for so what is it? Okay, so you can see. Let me show you. Right. I'll go with something easy. Okay, we take this candlestick right here. Right. This means this buy candle, the market, the flesh area, the body went all the way up to this area and it came back all the way down and it went to the other candlestick, and the market dropped all the way down to this area, right? And it just went up a bit and then got close. Okay, and then it formed the next one. Like that only everything goes. So when you are drawing your trend lines, there are actually four types. You can draw your trend lines from wick to wick, or wick to body, or body to body, or body to wick. You can draw in any method. Okay. Now you can see in this graph is actually a wick to wick one. Why? Here is a wick. Here it's also a wick, and here it's also another wick. So I have drawn a wick to wick trend line. Got it. So that's how we draw it. All right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Anything you all need to know? Even if it's basic, it doesn't matter. Ask anything. Because today intermediate session is not much long, because tomorrow is the advanced where I'm gonna tell what I'm exactly doing in my trading, and what strategies I'm using, and the Fibonacci, and take profits, support and resistance, stop loss, and everything I'm just gonna teach tomorrow, not today. Today I just want you to draw support and resistance lines and trend lines, and that's it. So anybody has any questions? Explain candlestick styles. Okay, you are talking about candlestick patterns. If you want to learn candlestick patterns, what I would advise you to do is to go and read the Candlestick Bible. I hope you are in the Sri Lankan team, right? Okay, I will ask some leader to share it on the Winvesty group, so you can refer that later. If you can't find it, I think you can find it on Google. The Candlestick Bible is around 56 pages. You can find all the patterns and all the candlestick stuff there, right? Or else what you can do is just go to Google and type candlestick patterns Forex. So you get all and go to images, you get everything in one image. So that's more easy for you as well. Best time frame to draw trend line and support and resistance line. Okay, the time frames in this, unlike in harmless scanner, we have a lot here. We have from 1 second to 1 month, a lot of time frames. But you can see how I'm actually using 1 day and 4 hours and sometimes 1 hour, and that's it. I don't use anything other than that because I'm a swing trader. But when it comes to trading, there are actually 3 types of traders, right? There are swing traders where they keep their trades for over more than 3 to 4 days, right? And there are intraday traders who keep their trades for like 1 day or maximum 2 days, and that's it. And there are scalpers who keep the trade open for like sometimes 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Those are called scalp trading. So when it comes to swing trading, the best time period for you to trade is 4 hours and 1 day. And the best time to do a trend line is actually 1 day. If it comes to day trading, then it's 4 hours and 1 hour. If you're doing scalping, I would say it's 5 minutes, and even you can go with 1 minute. What's a retest? Retest means, okay, I showed you earlier that line. Wait, let me show you that again. Or as I just draw one and show you. Retest means that let's say the market is just moving like this on a buy. If the market breaks the support and resistance zone and comes back down to test this line and then go up, this whole part you call a retest. Market broke the support and resistance area and came back down to retest that line and then again go up. That's why in the same line you get a lot of support. In the same line you get resistance as well as support, right? Here you can find resistance, here you can find support. Why? Because the market breaks the same exact support and resistance line and just comes back down to retest and then go up. So that's a retest. Bro, could you repeat? Okay. So quickly I'll do it. Let's say the market is going on a buy, right? And then we have a support and resistance zone here. Now the market breaks it. And if you come back down to test this line, whether it's a support and resistance area, it will test and it will continue to go up. So this testing part, you call it the retest. Okay, that's what you call a retest. The recording will be updated in the group, right? Okay, and also, yeah, I will update in all the groups, so you'll get it. And if you don't, if you need the recording, you can maybe privately DM me on Instagram, right? My name is Shan Sugit on Instagram. You can just go and check it out there. Could you send the 1 day sessions record? Day one. I don't have the day one recordings because something happened with the server and it didn't get saved, the basic session. What's happening with GBP USD? All right, so this is like the end of the year and it's really a bad time to trade right now because it's like the last 4-5 days. I think still gold is a bit active, but other than that, I won't actually recommend to go with any pairs because I have stopped trading since last week. Friday, I didn't trade, and again I'm going to trade on January 1st week. But we'll see what's happening with GBP USD, right? Since you asked, we'll see. Okay, it's right here. I'll just give you an overall idea what GBP USD is doing. It's loading. How can we identify the CR zones, not lines? How to draw it? Okay, when it comes to support and resistance zone, guys, like you can draw a lot. Now, when it comes to only this small part, you can draw one right here, right? You can draw one right here. You can draw one right here. You can even draw one right inside this right here. So to be honest, there's like millions of support and resistance lines in between this market, but we are focusing on the major ones, right? Now, when it comes to this chart, only this small area in this screen, what I will focus on is, I will focus on right here, one support and resistance zone, and I will focus my other one right. I'll go on. No, that's not a good one. I'll go something like this. And I'll go with that because they have our support. So it depends, right? Now tomorrow I will teach you how to get the perfect support and resistance zones and all. By the way, when you're drawing support and resistance zones, rather than using a line, you can use a rectangle to draw the whole zone like this. And just reduce the background, right? So you get something like this. So that zone is my support and resistance area. But you're drawing actually, you're drawing a zone. Drawing a zone is more accurate than drawing a line. So tomorrow I will cover it up, like how to draw it to the perfect highs and lows. Because even if you're drawing a box, you need to draw it accurately to the right highs and lows. You can't just draw the box. So tomorrow I will teach you on how to draw that. Because tomorrow I'll be covering up that with my strategy. So that's going to be easy for me. What are the times you should stop trading, like you said in December? No, it's actually the new year. So the banks are going to do a lot of stuff because it's, you know, when it comes to trading, guys, trading is totally based on fundamentals. What we do here is technicals. We're drawing support and resistance lines, we're drawing trend lines. All this comes under the technicals, but the whole market is made out of fundamentals. That means what's happening in the bank, what the Trump is doing, all this shit, right? So it's better if you can learn fundamental trading as well. It's a bit hard, but it's good if you can learn it, right? But if not, that's okay. You can just go with the technicals and that's enough. So now, like you asked, at what time to stop trading? I actually stopped trading for this year because this whole week the market was like so slow. Because not like I don't think any fresh transactions are happening in this time. So January first week will be a really good time for the traders to trade. And to be honest, like all the markets like broke my trend lines. So I stopped trading for this year. So we start trading the next year. And you're asking about GBP USD. Okay, we just get an overall idea what's happening here. Oh shit. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. That's my cursor. One second, guys. Okay. Let's go right here. Focus on the last bit. Okay. Okay, so this is the overall idea of GBP USD. Currently, it just respected the upper trend line, which is for a buy, and it's right on a support and resistance zone. You can see it's right on my zone because here you can find resistance, here you can find resistance, you can find resistance and support, support, and now it's right on that zone. So if you're gonna enter this trade, I would advise you to enter if you're gonna go for a buy. After the market get closed outside this box, right? What I mean is, if you're gonna enter the trade, if the market breaks this box and get close, and if it does more retest and start going up, then you can enter in this area. If you're gonna go for a buy, but I'm not really, as a swing trade, I'm not really concerned with GBP pairs these days because it's not following, like it's not going in a proper trend line for me. So it's out of my favors. So I want trade, right? Okay. Well, I can't just blow it, bro. So I just placed 2 trades in GBP. Which one does? I don't know what's going on. That's the overall idea. I said, like, you know, it will be a buy mostly, but it's right on a support and resistance zone. So really, it's hard to tell what it'll exactly do because I told you I'm not trading on GBP USD, GBP pairs. Which pair you prefer? So you can see on my watch list, there's a lot of pairs, not just one, right? There's a lot. So I go through, what I do is basically like every morning I just, you know, go through all the pairs and see whether anything is going in my favor. And if I see something, I just put bookmarks for it, and then I will start analyzing the market, right? So usually I trade mostly on CAD CHF, CAD JPY, AUD CAD, AUD JPY, Euro CAD, NCD CAD, gold, USD CAD, and like these pairs. You know, when it comes to pairs also, there are high liquid pairs and low liquid pairs. So I will talk about this tomorrow. Today's not the day, tomorrow, because it's advanced. And other than that, any other questions? I will just drop my Instagram name in the chat box. Just DM me for the recording, right? Okay. All right, I just put it there. Just go and just DM me. As a beginner, you should remember. Okay. All right, guys, any other questions? Because I'm gonna just end the session. Any other questions? If it's clear, just put clear in the chat box. And if you have any questions, just drop in the chat box. So I will know. All clear. All good. Could you repeat the chart types for the types of traders to use? All right, you have, okay, one question. Okay, I will just put it down here. Swing traders usually keep their trades more than 4 days without closing. And then we have intraday traders who trade maximum 2 days, max 2 days. And then we have scalpers who trades for few minutes. Sorry, few minutes. When it comes to swing trading, you always go through 1 day and 4 hour chart because you're ready to catch the whole swing. And intraday trading mostly goes through 4 hour and 1 hour charts. Scalping, it depends what kind of a scalper you are. So from 5 minutes, 50 minutes, you just go through, right? So this is basically uh, the meaning of the types of traders. All right, all good, right? So I'm just gonna end the session, guys. Just DM me for the link. I will send it to you definitely. So tomorrow I'm gonna go through much more advanced stuff. I'm gonna teach you on what to do with these trend lines and the support and resistance lines, how to identify your take profits and stop loss and perfect entries. And I'm gonna teach about Fibonacci. I'm gonna teach about RSI, and I'm gonna teach about a bit of fundamentals and then trading mindset. Because when it comes to trading, it's 20% skill set and 80% mindset, right? So definitely tomorrow I'll be giving out my swing strategy, what I use for my trades, and hopefully I hope it will help you all. So we just get it done tomorrow, right? So for today, the session is over, guys. So thank you so much for plugging into the session. Uh, I will, if anyone needs the link, just DM me and we'll get it done, right? So I will stop recording right here. Yes.